Hi guys, so in this course we'll be studying about trees as a data structure. We'll start from the very basics and then we'll understand what trees are. Then we'll understand how to build a tree, then the various types of trees, its application, and then we'll be practicing a lot of questions. We'll be developing the approach about how to go about the question and how to understand and how to do any new type of questions. So let's start with the basics and understand what trees are. So, give me a second. So, trees as a data structure are something to store hierarchical form of data. Just a second. Hierarchical form of data. So, like in real life, we have a tree like we have the stem and then we have the leaves. But in computer science terminology, the trees are something like we have the root at the top. This node at the top is called the root node, and then all the nodes below it are the child node. So this is the child node to this node, and then this becomes the parent for the nodes that come just below it, and so on it continues. And then then we have a term called leaf node. So what are leaf node? The nodes which do not have no left and no right child. So the leaf nodes in this tree will be what I'm marking with the red color. So these nodes do not have no left and no right child. So these are the leaf nodes, right? And this is the root node. These are the internal nodes. The nodes which are neither the root node nor the leaf node are the internal nodes, right? So these are the internal nodes. And let's, for example, take another tree where we have a root node like this. Then we have something like this. Then you have to tell me that is this a leaf node or not? This node, this node. No, this will not be a leaf node because it has a left child. So leaf node has to have a condition that both left and right child are null. Fine. So this has a left child but do not have a right child. So this will not be considered as a leaf node. Whereas this node and this node will be leaf nodes because both left and right child are null. What do you mean by null? That they do not have any correspondence belonging to their left or right child, right node, right? So this is the basics of trees. Like we have the terminologies that we discussed, right? Like root, leaf, and internal nodes. Then we have parent nodes. What are parent nodes? Like for example, if we take this node, since it has left and right child, so this will be a parent, this node. Let's call it A, will be a parent to C and D node. So A is a parent to C and D nodes. Fine. Similarly, C is a parent to node E. Fine, because it has an attachment over the left side. So this is about the terminologies, and then we have grandparents like for node E, for node E, node A is the grandparent, right? So these are the things about the terminologies. So now how to define, now we'll see the applications of tree data structure, right? Because we need to understand why we are actually studying that topic. So I've written it for you. So the applications are, as we have already discussed, that it is used for storing hierarchical data structure. Hierarchical means like in the office scenario, we have a boss, then he has some subordinates under him, like the tech leads. Uh, Suppose this is the company's founder. Fine. Then there are multiple domains under him. Under multiple domains, there will be different managers. There may be one manager, there will be multiple managers, so we do not define the number of managers, but there will be different number of managers, and under those managers there will be workers who will be creating the product. So this is kind of hierarchical data structure where we have a superior power, and then they are divided, the power is divided amongst different people. So this is hierarchical data structure. Then so tree helps us to cater this need of having hierarchical data structure. Then we can easily manipulate the elements in if they're stored in tree kind of form. And then we have efficient searching algorithms for trees, like till now we would have studied like arrays, where we had to do a sequential search or a binary search. In case we had a sorted array, then we could do a binary search. So in that case, we could do a binary search. But then, if we had a very complex thing, the search became order of n. So that is a lot of time in case of millions of records. So our tree eases the searching techniques. And then we have routing algorithms that are based on this kind of data structure. So these are the application, and in the course we'll see that we have a lot of other things that can be solved using the trees as the data structure. So this was all for this video, and in the next video we'll be studying about how to make trees and the corresponding code for it. So bye bye.